Hey everybody, I want to do a quick video on what future holds for humanity and to make sense of some of the stuff going on, all the political turmoil, all the nonsense going on. Most of us just don't see the inevitable outcome and don't understand its purpose, so that's what I would like to do today. This video though is in regards to females and what they can expect and how they can make their world a little bit easier moving forward. I guess the first thing would be that females in general don't like dating down. They like dating up, which means that it's statistically shown that 58% of 58% men have to be making 58% more money than the female makes in order for them to date. So they won't date down, they'll date up. Okay, so we also know that in universities there's 60-some% females. So we already know that based on those two factors that females are going to be making more money. So at least 60% of the females out there are going to be making more money. So there's going to be half as many men making more money than them. So that also equals that there's going to be at least 50% females that are going to be without a spouse, without a partner, and without money, that don't have money, right? So I can't think today. I don't know why, but yeah. So females, it's going to be very hard for you to have a partner, and the odds are you're not going to have a child. So this is going to force females into rethinking about what their priorities are and what they really want if they're willing to settle down, which is what men do. And if they're willing to settle with somebody with other qualities. And for females moving forward, the best thing to do would be to contemplate on what is actually important for you versus what's not important for you. So money is going to be one of those things where you're really going to have to assess where your qualities and where your priorities lie, and you're going to have to do this real soon because the shit's going to hit the fan between 2025 moving forward. Also, this ties into LGBTQ. So what I mean by that is that the political parties are pushing this whole LGBTQ, I'm going to call it nonsense, but you see females competing with men in sports. And of course men and females, a lot of them disagree with that, but I do not. I don't agree at a fundamental level, but I do agree on an overall, as humanity moves forward, it's a required thing level for several reasons. One, we're living in La La Land. And when I say we're living in La La Land, we believe things currently that are wrong. And we're being forced to readdress that. And what I mean by wrong is equality and equity of outcome. No two people, no two men are equal. No two men have equity. No two females have equality. No two females have equity. It all depends on your performance in the marketplace. Men and women inherently are also then not equal on any level whatsoever. And now, if you can kind of tie that in with LGBTQ, men are getting involved in female sports, correct? Correct. What do you see moving forward with that? What could possibly happen with them pushing this political agenda? More and more females are going to be competing with men. And as more and more men change their gender and start competing in sports, guess how many females there's going to be left in sports? None. So moving forward, females are going to have to address whether their role and their strengths lay in sports and all sorts of other things. And the eventual outcome is going to be, no, we're not equal. As you can see, we tried, and men started competing in female sports, and female sports is going to go bye-bye. Nobody watches them anyways. Females, do you watch female sports? You don't watch female sports. Who watches female sports? If anybody, it's a man. And for the most part, men enjoy watching men play because it's the highest level of competition. And that's what we're really interested in. We're interested in the big hits, the big plays, and the extreme athleticism at those high levels. So with that, everybody's going to be forced to readdress who they are, where their strengths are, where their weaknesses are, where they fit into society, and how we can all work together. And this is going to also be shown with, the wage changes. So, and that's why they're pushing this whole wage gap thing, right? So they're going to push it one way, but at the end of the day, we're all going to realize, oh, fuck, we fucked up. Because now we're not getting the quality of outcome that we did before, where people inherently just worked and thrived in the areas that they like to work in and that they were excelled in. So, that said, self-assessment will be key in the future. And I strongly urge people to really start self-assessing where their strengths are and put their political biases aside, because it's not going to bode well for you if you buy into that game. We really have to start self-reflecting and see where we excel on a personal level, and everybody has strengths. It's just a matter of focusing on those strengths, not just for yourself, but for the betterment of all humanity. That was a small part that I'm sharing for my book. It's really crazy. It's out there, and it doesn't take just one side. It takes everything into consideration, and this is something that was given from the Spirit that I was urged to share, that I really didn't want to share, but I felt that, if I get that urge to share it, then it should be shared. And hopefully the rest of the book will be as interesting, because it really dives deep into all of our mistakes and all of the political nonsense, and how we view humanity as a whole and what we do in general is just off the rail. So it's something for you to think about. I thought I would share it. Hope somebody got something valuable out of it. If you did, great. Have yourself a great day. If you got any questions or comments, the link below. And if I get to it, I'll see it and I feel prompted, I'll respond. Take care.